what's good with y'all, man? It's crunch time. I had to like y'all join in, man. The other day we talked about LeBron James not having the bag and what he said about that. He was a little butthurt about it, but he tried to play it off. So now it's just ongoing debate about, what a bag is and do you need it. I believe that you always should be able to add different things to your game, and be more unpredictable, even if you are 6'9", athletic. Because once they figure you out, then what? Even though you're athletic, like they make it seem like you can just go down and get a bucket every single time. If that's the case, he'll be undefeated. So obviously you're losing for certain reasons. Having a bag goes into your IQ as well, for real. So I feel like if you're supposed to have the highest IQ in history with no bag and you would score first player like LeBron, it's kind of weird, bro. But we're gonna figure out right now what Ray Allen said. Because Ray Allen played with LeBron and he had to bail LeBron out before because LeBron had a lack of a bag. So let's see, bro. Let's go ahead and see what he said. He had an interview with what's the dude name? Hold on, let me see. This is crazy, bro. Everybody trying to cook this man.
Media, where there was I noticed this on social media where there was a discussion about LeBron doesn't have the bag. Now, I didn't realize what they were saying, so I asked Marvin. He interpreted that since he's younger, and he says that means that he doesn't have go-to moves. I thought it was money was the bag, and he goes, no, it can mean a lot of things. So, LeBron doesn't have the bag. What does that mean to you?
Well, I think over the course of a player's career, you kind of consistently see what they can do on a regular basis, and they do that. You pay to see them play. You go watch them play, and they do that move that they do consistently, and nobody could stop it. There's so many players over the history, and just kind of when you look at the NBA today, we've lost a lot of skill from that standpoint. Because even when I came into the league, we had mid-range players, we had great pick-and-roll players, we had great post-up players, and so now it's kind of like you're looking at a league of guys that you're shooting. It's a lot of one-on-one stuff. You're shooting a lot of threes, and ironically, between OKC and Indiana, they're probably two of the few teams in the NBA that are shooting mid-ranges. And that's evident in how they got here today to be in these finals, because they're not relying on analytics to only shoot threes. They're making sure they get into the paint. So when they have those scoring droughts, Halliburton drives. Like in the Game 7 against New York, or Game 6, I think it was, Halliburton just pick and rolls, got into the paint, and he scored. And so ultimately, when you talk about a guy having a bag, it's having that pet move where they can get to it and nobody can stop it. And LeBron has always been an unstoppable, undeniable force, where if you put a bigger guy on him, he can't keep up with him because he doesn't have the footwork. If you put a smaller guy on him, he doesn't have the size. So LeBron's never really had to have a pet move because he can just go downhill and score over everybody.
So that's a good point right there. He said basically so LeBron can just go downhill and score over everybody now. To me, that reminds me of a whole bunch of players when it comes down to players that remind me of how LeBron played, like James Harden, for example. James Harden never really had like a mid-range game. So what James Harden would do is if he's going to drive to the paint, he's going to go all the way to the paint and score. Do like Russell Westbrook, once he went away from the mid-range game, the little mid-range jumper he had, he go all the way to the paint. So it seemed like, usually, Giannis. Players like that, it's easy to play defense on them because it's like all you had to do is game plan that he's going to drive to the paint. And if you don't work on your shot, you can't really rely on a step back or a pull up. So it's like you kind of got to resort to like drive and kick. So then you just blame somebody else if they don't knock down the three or whatever. But it's just like, it sounds like you could be a way better player if you add more diversity to your game, for real. So my whole thing is if nobody can stop LeBron driving to the paint, why is he not undefeated? And a lot of people say it's a team sport, but then you gotta be like, bro, LeBron had more teammates than everybody. He had better teammates than everybody in history, though. So how do you have the best teams, and if nobody can stop you, how are you not undefeated? At least undefeated in the final. You said impossible to go undefeated. It's not impossible to go undefeated in the finals. Not when you had the teammates LeBron had. See what I'm saying? You said different era of ball. Well, then why other players got better record than his though? He had more superstars than any other superstar player his caliber or close to it in this era. He had more superstars than anybody else. So how come other players are able to have like a better record? See what I'm saying? We look at Kawhi Leonard, who developed a bag. You look at Steph Curry, who has a bag. Kobe. Tim Duncan, who had a low post face-up game, bag. Those guys were able to have a better record than LeBron in the finals when they actually got there, when they supposed to have basically, been better than they ever were. Because once LeBron got to the finals, it's like he keep on reverting back to certain things he used to do, and he shies away and he goes away from, closing games out. You said those same superstar players haven't been able to win without him? Or no, because when they was winning with LeBron James, they usually be on a super team. So, like, for example, you said those same superstar players wasn't able to win without LeBron. First of all, D Wade did win without LeBron. Secondly, you said Wade couldn't win until LeBron got there. No, Wade actually won a championship before LeBron came over there, though. So I don't know what you talking about. And he was clear cut, the best player on his team. He almost doubled what Shaq was doing. You said name 3 moves out of Jordan's bag. Jordan got an in and out. Jordan has actually a mid-range post game. See, a lot of times people don't understand having a post game is having a bag, bro. Like, you have to know what to do when your back is to the basket. Are you going to shimmy? Are you going to pivot left, right? If they jump, are you going to pump fake on that? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to work your way out of that? Spin baseline. This is having a bag. But if I put you, like, let's say if you don't play basketball, if I put you, even if you're strong, right, and you don't play basketball, even if I put you in a situation like a post situation and you don't know what to do, that means you don't have a bag. You see what I'm saying? So it's some NBA players that never worked on their post game. They just always kind of got by with just, being more athletic than everybody else. But a lot of times you won't get exposed until it's like you in the finals or something like that. Because the regular season could be easier for you because you playing a lot of teams that might not have no direction, a team that might not make the playoffs, a team that have a lot of mismatches for you. Okay, cool, I'm going to switch and get a small dude on me. I'm going to just go by him. They're not going to do that in the NBA Finals. Like, a finals team is usually a team that got all of that covered. So it's like, okay, cool, we're not going to have nobody that don't know how to play defense on somebody. We got dudes that's 6'9", that we can put on LeBron James. We've been studying him all season. But if you're the best player, you know how to win despite that. So Steph Curry, like, they was throwing boxing ones at him and all that. Still going to knock that shit down. You said Duncan have a bag. Yes, Tim Duncan has a post game with all of the counters you need with both hands. You said no bag, but 25 to 27 points per game for 22 years. Yeah, of course. I mean, bro, again, when you get the most help, that's going to extend your prime. That's what everybody was saying. You said that's not a bag. Corey, that's a bag, bro. Y'all think bag just mean having flash and playing like Paul George. A bag is not dribbling, bro. Like, that's the thing. That's what we're trying to tell y'all. Because even when you playing one-on-one 3 dribbles, that's what they be trying to tell you. Like, if you're playing one-on-one 3 dribbles, you still have to show your bag. Because that actually shows how much of a bag you have the less dribbles you're using. You see what I'm saying? It's like, do you even know how to manipulate the defense? Like, fake like you're going this way, or fake like you about to do this and do that. Do you even know how to do that? You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you're using dribbles or not. If I'm backing you down, face up, if I pump fake and drive, and then when you bite on the drive, I step back, that's a bag, bro. It's like I'm cooked, like I'm playing chess with you. You said Dirk had a bag. Yes, Dirk has a bag. You said LeBron's hezzy. What hezzy does LeBron have? See, a lot of times it's like, if you just bigger than somebody, I'm not going to be able to contest you. I'm not going to be able to contain. Like, if you take one step, you already kind of, covering ground. That's the Giannis type of players, LeBron, the Westbrook, stuff like that. You said Shaq was big. Yeah, Shaq didn't have that much of a bag. But you seen Shaq was losing a lot. You said when he look at the ball and pull up, that's not a hezzy. And it's funny I don't see him do that in the finals. You said pull up Brown highlights. You gonna say that's no bag? Well, I mean, most of his highlights is dunks. But the thing is, he had a bag. He just ain't really develop it, so it was very, very underdeveloped. But it was early Cleveland. I ain't see his bag start developing until he started until he started playing with Kyrie. I feel as though Kyrie improved LeBron's bag. I tell y'all that all the time. You said 2018 Bron. Yeah, that's after he played with Kyrie. But even early Bron though, he would take like mid-range jumpers. The problem was he just never really create like separation. So if you got a mismatch on him, they probably like he was like mainly shooting over dudes. If he had a big man on him, just like Ray Allen said, mainly what he's doing is driving by him and finishing. But it's not, you can't get that mismatch every time when you're in the finals. They're gonna have answers for that. You said Miami Bron was fired. You said Game 6 Boston. Again, he wasn't really creating no separation. It's the same thing I just told you. He wasn't creating no separation. And Bron said he's not even that type of dude when you talk about that game. You can say he wasn't even that type of dude. That type of player. See, it's funny how y'all always got to go to Game 6. That one game. Why are we going to one game? And if you look at that game, he's playing the same way how all these other players be playing. That's the point. Like, it can work for one game. And then a couple games, like in Toronto, when he kept doing them turnarounds in 2018. But it's like, this is just one game, though. You see what I'm saying? Or like one instance. Whereas Kobe or Jordan, they playing like this every single game. Like every game for the regular season, every game for the playoffs. So it's funny how y'all say LeBron's best games are the games where he's playing like Kobe. Or the games where he's playing like Jordan. KD. See what I'm saying? Game 6 Boston. What was he doing in that game? Oh, shit. They say Bron don't have no bag. But what was he doing in Game 6 versus Boston, though? You said Kobe got a deeper bag than Bron, but definitely not Jordan. No, he got a deeper bag than Jordan. He got a deeper bag than Jordan. But they shit is similar, though. Bron didn't need a bag in his prime. He could get to the rim whenever or pass. Yeah, but that's predictable basketball. That's all we saying. Like, we know what you're going to do now. Like, especially if I'm in the finals, like, we know we got all the defenders to, cover for that. Why you not shooting no pull-ups? Why you not being unpredictable? You said MJ and Bron are very close. MJ is slightly better overall. You said $100 moves, $2 finish, 40% field goal percentage. No, Kobe didn't shoot 40%. He shot 45%, which is actually very efficient. If you shoot 45% from the field, that's actually very efficient, bro. I don't know what school y'all went to when y'all was kids, but y'all swear that that's inefficient when that's only one shot away from 50%. Like, y'all be acting slow, bro. If you shoot if you put it on a calculator right now, if you shoot 10 for 20 from the field, that's 50%. If you shoot 9 for 20, that's 45%. So there's only y'all niggas. It's something wrong with y'all, bro. I don't know what school y'all went to, but that's only the difference between one shot. Which that's why I be trying to tell y'all, Kobe, like, he didn't even play with half of the playmakers, shooters, shot creators that none of these other dudes played. So he always had to take all the shots, as far as like all the difficult ones. Like, if the shot clock about to expire, God get it to Kobe. You don't have nobody else that can hit that, or who can create their own jumper. And he was the playmaker for the team. He didn't have no rondos or like, you know what I'm saying, all these playmakers that certain dudes be having. You said I'm capping about Kobe. Well, if I'm capping, why don't you join up? Why don't you join up, bro? I mean, how many shot creators did Kobe play with on the perimeter? To where he didn't have to shoot the shots at the end of the quarter or the end of the shot clock or all of the game winners attempts. That would help with his efficiency. Because I just told you, it's only the difference between one shot. You said Derek Fisher. You talking about Derek Fisher? Derek Fisher was not no shot creator. Derek Fisher could not create his own shot in the league. He couldn't. And he was a point guard, but Kobe was averaging more assists than him. So I'm talking about playmakers, shot creators, and shooters. Oh, well, yeah. Derek was definitely a knockdown shooter. I'm just saying, like, we talk about KD, who was very efficient. He didn't play with Steph, Clay, Kyrie, Harden, D-Book. That's my point. I'm saying he's surrounded by shooters everywhere. Derek Fisher was definitely a knockdown shooter, but Kobe still had to create that. You couldn't just pass it to him. Couldn't just pass it to him and get out of the way. You said, why does that matter? Because he was the only one. Like, he literally played with Kobe for all his championships. That's what I'm saying. He was the only one, basically, in the starting lineup that can shoot. You know what I'm saying? He was the only one. I say Trevor Ariza had a nice little jumper, but damn, like that's not even a percentage of what niggas get to play with nowadays. Cause you gotta remember Harden had Trevor Ariza, but he had Chris Paul on the same team with him. That's my point. You said Kobe shot the Lakers and Pau Gasol out the game in the Game 7 on purpose. What Game 7 you talking about? Kobe didn't lose no Game 7 with Pau. Kobe didn't lose no Game 7 with Pau Gasol. When he did that in Game 7, Pau Gasol wasn't on the team. So y'all gotta learn history. You said Kobe didn't trust him. He didn't trust who? I'm asking you who though. Like, who was the dude that you saying Kobe didn't trust? That you think that he was a shot creator? Who was the one? You say he didn't trust him. He didn't trust who? You said, let's say even if LeBron has no bag, how does that matter? Well, because he's had the most help out of anybody in the NBA Finals. I mean, excuse me, out of anybody that's in the top 10, he had the most help for the finals, for his finals teams ever. And he's 4-6. And it seems like they always find another reason as to why they was, why they was losing. But they just don't want to talk about that though. Like, they talk about all these other reasons, but they don't talk about that. But when it come down to Giannis, another player who don't have a bag, is what they doing? Telling him to leave and make a super team instead of telling him to get better. So they wonder why the league is getting worse. They wonder why niggas say LeBron ruined the league. Like, no, bro, tell him to work on his game. That's what he told Jordan. See, Jordan accepted he was losing. When they talk about Jordan losing in the 80s, yeah, he accepted that shit. He didn't say, like, he had to go team up. He never was going to get it done. Nigga just got better. He just got better at the game. Like, this, you in the NBA and you not trying to get better. What the fuck? What the fuck you come to the league for? You know what I'm saying? What did you come to the NBA for? You said the Bulls are a super team? Nah, they was not no super team with Horace Grant and Scottie Pippen. Not no 1991, bro. No, they was not. Let's just cut it up. You can't grow into a super team neither. So if you was never a super team, you can't just become a super team over time. That's not how that works. You just the same team from the jump. You said, I think winning 6 to 8 years is a super team. Okay, you think that's a super team, but then when we say LeBron went to the finals 8 times in a row, you say that's not a super team. You say that's only because of LeBron. So you have to understand that, like, at least, like, you acknowledging that there's different reasons why you can do that. You see what I'm saying? You acknowledging how it's more than just what you think. Like, they wasn't even adding nobody to the team. But LeBron is adding superstars every year. You said he didn't go to 8 finals of one team, though, so what are you saying? Because of the other teams he was going to, he kept teaming up with players that was just as good as the other player that he was playing with. So when you play with D-Wade, then you leave and go play with Kyrie. You basically replacing D-Wade with Kyrie, somebody that's at that time is on the same level as D-Wade. And Kevin Love, you was replacing Chris Bosh with Kevin Love. Then you go and play with AD and, Dwight and Rondo and all that. And now it's Luka. So it's like you always replacing somebody with the same, you always playing with somebody that's on that level. Jordan didn't have somebody. When they first started winning, he never did that. He just was playing with his regular team. And Scotty became famous off of that. Like, Scotty wasn't nobody that niggas thought was going to be nice or was even really nice like that. He wasn't even really nice like that at first. You said it's not prime Dwight. But that wasn't prime Dennis Rodman, though. Right? So why can't we just be honest? You said it was. Well, how was that prime Dennis Rodman if he was older than Dwight, though? He was older than that version of Dwight, though. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all be being unfair about it. Like, at least, like, can we at least just be honest about it? 1995, 96. You said that, Corey, I'm not bluffing about that. Dennis Rodman was like 35 when he went to the Bulls. And look up how old Dwight was. He was like 34 when he went to the Lakers with LeBron. But they telling me that Dennis Rodman supposed to have been in his prime. Come on, why we not being fair about the argument? This is why niggas don't like talking to y'all no more about this debate, bro. You just be lying about one thing and then you said the eras are different. You said 34, 35 the same age. Well, then why is we saying one dude was in his prime and then one dude wasn't? Like, why? Like, y'all, that's making this shit not fun to even talk about no more, bro. Like, niggas want to just lie about shit. And Dwight was averaging more than Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman was averaging like 4 or 5 points. So it's just like, bro. You said prime don't mean young. It means peak. Well, Dennis Rodman was out the league, though. Wasn't he out the league at that time? Like, no team wanted him. And y'all said the Pistons was old. Y'all said when Jordan finally beat the Pistons, y'all said he was old. I mean, y'all said the Pistons was old, I mean. Well, Dennis Rodman was on the Pistons. So you mean to tell me he was old and then he became young when he went to the Bulls? A couple years later? Niggas just be saying shit. Right? No, he was with the Pistons when Jordan beat them in 91. That's what I'm saying. And then he was with the Spurs in like 94 and they cut him. He got cut. He was done. He was a 35-year-old man. He was out of here. Get him out of here, coach. Niggas didn't want him no more. So I'm just like, I ain't even trying. It's just like, we gonna say that about Dwight. If we gonna say Dwight was out of his prime, let's just keep the same energy then. That's all I'm saying, bro. You said, so if we comparing age, why wasn't MJ doing LeBron stuff at 40, same age as prime? Yeah, Jordan was doing the same thing LeBron doing. Jordan was averaging like 25 points. How much LeBron average this year? Like 24, 25? Jordan was averaging 25 points. Then he tore his meniscus. Then like when the rest of the season, like it dropped your numbers down to like 22 or something like that. Because you're not gonna get the same minutes. He had minutes restriction and all that. Somebody said no, he wasn't. All right, so if I show y'all him doing it though, is y'all gonna give me credit? Huh? Y'all say he wasn't doing it. If I show y'all him doing it though, are y'all gonna be like, okay, you was right. Jordan was doing it. You cooking. Right? Y'all gonna do that? Are we gonna do that? Oh my goodness, man. I'm about to cook these niggas. Alrighty, so if you look right here, right, it says that Michael Jordan averaged 25.1 points per game for the Wizards in the 2001-2002 season with the Washington Wizards before his injury, right or wrong? Is that not what it say on there? This is what it says, bro. So a lot of times, so then y'all be like, okay, well, why ain't he winning then? Why wasn't he winning like LeBron is winning? Well, that's what I keep trying to tell y'all. If they're going to give you AD, if they're going to give you Russell Westbrook, Melo, if they're going to give you Luka Doncic, Don't you think you would have a higher chance of going somewhere? You said he had Rip Hamilton. Yeah, Rip Hamilton was averaging what, like 19, 20? Okay, but what if? So that's my point. What about LeBron when he had Brandon Ingram? Right? See, that's my we skip over the first year. When Bron first came to the Lakers, he missed the playoffs with Brandon Ingram. Just like Jordan missed the playoffs with Rip Hamilton. I put them on the same level. Same level. You said LeBron got hurt. It just say right here that Jordan got hurt though. That's what it say. So why are we not keeping the same energy? That's what I'm asking y'all. Y'all supposed to be thorough, solid dudes, niggas, respectable men out here, bro. Why we not like you can't read, bro? So if you so quick to say that about LeBron, why don't we say that for Jordan? Is that so hard to do? Do y'all just not like this man? You said Brandon Ingram. Was Brandon Ingram in the league when Bron first started? We're talking about I'm talking about LeBron when he had Brandon Ingram when he first went to the Lakers. They missed the playoffs. But my whole point is that Jordan was basically, you see he was doing the same thing LeBron is doing at this age. You said basketball is more than points. I agree. So let me ask you this. Who do you think a better defender then? Jordan or LeBron? You said it's not just about points. Right, so Jordan's also a better defender. Who was a better winner? Who had more ring? Because it's not just about points. I see it's also about rings and winning, right? So who was winning more? So you can't even try to back me in the corner with the whole points. And then what about assists? Let's talk about assists. All right. Well, let me ask you this. Who has the highest assist average in the finals? That's not a point guard. That's not a point guard. Right? He said, I'm moving the goalpost. What? I'm setting the goalpost. We're going to see right here, average. So I'm asking y'all, who is it? Non-point guard. I'm about to see. We're going to figure out who it is. Oh. Oh shit. He said assist. He said he'll be getting no assists. Alright, so the player with the highest assist average in NBA Finals, excluding point guards, is Michael Jordan. Damn. So it's like you can't even, it's nothing you can say. There is nothing that you said that's one finals, but that's against the Showtime Lakers though. Yes, Ty. Yo, Ty, I'm telling you, this is see, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. They lying to y'all on TV, bro. They sitting here lying to y'all saying they literally will look y'all in the face and be like, yo, it's close between Jordan and LeBron. Bro, it's not even close. This is not bro. I want to ask y'all something. Imagine if Kyrie was the same height as Anthony Edwards, had the same athleticism as Ant-Man, right? And imagine if then you say, okay, let's say he was clutch as Michael Jordan. That's Michael Jordan. You said Jordan has a year where they lie for his steals, but they lie about LeBron James assists, rebounds. See, now y'all nitpicking. because y'all not doing the same research y'all did when it come to Jordan to see if they was faking his stats. You can do that for so many players, but y'all not gonna like take time to do that though. You feel me? Y'all not gonna take time to say, well, let me see if they was lying about LeBron stats. See what I'm saying? So it's still not a good enough metric. Like you gotta see if they was doing that for everybody. But until somebody does that, then we can't really go off of that. You know what I mean? You said nobody else has had fake steals added. But I'm saying, have you taken the time to really go and see though? Just like how they was doing for Jordan. You said Allen was at the end of his career. LeBron is the most complete player ever. Why does it matter? No, Ray Allen is not talking about on Miami and none of that. He's just saying like he actually wasn't even talking trash about LeBron in this video. When I listened to it, he wasn't even really like talking trash about LeBron. He was just saying he doesn't have a bag though. He don't need a bag because usually he'll just exploit the mismatch. You said LeBron got fake rebounds and assists. That's what I'm saying, bro. But I don't even be caring about that because I'm like, that's why I don't use stats though. See what I'm saying? I can see what I see when I'm watching the game. You said assists for the day are not the same. You know, he said that Cass today can take 4 dribbles out of the pass. Facts, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. Somebody said dudes get hurt so bad when Jordan gets criticized. Well, when he like, bro, nobody cares when Jordan get criticized. It's like nobody gives a fuck. This is how mad y'all get when we talk about LeBron. Y'all bringing up all this stuff. Like this whole conversation right now is about y'all being mad because people are talking about LeBron's bag. Like we can't even talk ball without y'all getting mad. Oh, he's still the GOAT. He still got this. Blah blah blah. Like bro, we talking about the nuances of the game, but it shows y'all don't really have much like basketball vocabulary or knowledge to even really sit here and have this conversation, bro. You said LeBron is the second best of all time for sure. No. No. Second best player of all time is not going to be 4 and 6 in the NBA Finals with that much help on his team, bro. That much. No. I've seen players that have, you got to remember, like, it's players that's doing more than LeBron James on the team. They have more responsibility. LeBron never had to worry about being, like, the clear-cut go-to closer for his team. Like, you played with Wade. Wade was an amazing closer for the Heat. You play with Kyrie, AD hitting game winners in the bubble and all that. Jordan was the one who was the best player for the majority of the game, and he was a closer. Same with Larry Bird. You said 2018. 2018, he got swept. He can't win when he's doing that. He got swept. You seen Larry Bird do it. You seen Steph Curry do it. Seen Kobe do it. Even when he had Shaq, Kobe was the go-to guy down the stretch. That's a lot of responsibility. You said he went to the finals. I seen Allen Iverson go to the finals. But y'all still would call him an overrated shot chucker. See what I'm saying? So, nah. Not gonna work, buddy.
Yo, bro, LeBron got no bag for real, bro. And that's just facts.
For those that's joining up, and because I'm about to turn the mic over to y'all, there's a bunch of people joining up. I'm ready to get in the shower. Basically, Ray Allen was just saying he wasn't really bashing LeBron, but he went in depth about how different people have a bag, some people don't. He said like LeBron will just basically, if you got a smaller dude on him, he's gonna go by him. If he has a bigger dude on him, the bigger dude basically just can't keep up with LeBron.
Whoa. So I got to say this, bro. So you said LeBron don't have no bag. So which is a crazy take because look, I see what you're trying to do, Crunch. I understand.
Hold on, wait a minute.
I have to keep it.
Now you're trying to cast aspersions on me. Now you're trying to damage our reputation.
No, I'm just trying to be honest with you. Like, I am in awe that you. Okay, Fred, let me think of this.
You don't even know what you want to say.
How do you define a bag?
How do you define a bag?
So, somebody who can get a bucket at any time, any place. And
okay, so LeBron can get a bucket at any time.
Let me finish.
Yeah, that's cap.
And it's Arsenal.
That's what he was doing in 2009 with Mavs.
I got one thing to say, like, and I'm passing Mike. You said
9.6.
what?
So being 10th all time in
No, no, no,
three-pointers
no, no, no. I'm
made.
talking about, hold on. Before we go there, you said he can get a bucket at any time, any
Yeah, he
situation.
could.
So,
Stop it.
so when he had Steph Curry on him, why he passed to George Hill?
You said what?
My nigga, he got 40,000
And Ray Allen for the
Okay, that's what I
50
game.
in
thought.
points, my G.
Okay,
He can
like
get a bucket at any time. Why he miss a wide
yeah.
open jumper
Okay,
versus?
so
Hold
you
on, hold on.
said
Why he
Patrick
miss a
Ray
wide
Allen,
open
but you
three versus
forgot he
the
scored
Nuggets?
16 points in the fourth
He
quarter.
got 40,000
Hold
points.
on, bro. We talking
No,
because now
so you're
we talk.
forgetting
We're not
about
talking about
that. Then.
totality. We talking about at any moment. We talking about moments. So
Yes,
in the moment, why didn't he get a bucket against Steph? Why did he clank it on the
he did get
side of
it.
the?
Okay,
Wait a
okay.
minute, bro. Wait a minute. You cut me
All
off.
right, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Why did he clank it off the side of the glass against the Spurs before Ray Allen hit that legendary shot? Why did he miss a wide open three versus the Denver Nuggets when he was wide open, and then Jamal Murray came down here to step back game winner? All of
Damn.
these instances, why did he get clamped by Jamal Murray? Why he get clamped by Mario Hezonja at the end of the game?
Mario
Like,
He
Hezonja?
also clanked it off the
First
side
off,
of the
Clamp is
glass in the clutch
crazy.
versus Steph Curry in
Damn,
the
bro, you
bro.
2015
bugging,
finals
bro.
too.
Facts,
Side of the
facts.
glass.
Oh yeah, why he get a bucket on Iggy in the 2015 finals, which led to Kyrie getting hurt?
And Iggy got
Did
MVP
this,
that year too.
did
I
this
just
in
want to know, like,
2011. He was
these
being
the
guarded
moments,
by
and this
only
is why.
6'2".
But look, this is why I say like his finals record, because he's saying he can get a bucket anytime. That means every trip down, he
He
could
should
just
have got
be
a
able to.
bucket that last series versus the Timberwolves. He didn't get no damn bucket in the fourth.
Right? What the
Facts.
Why ain't he shoot the last shot versus Timberwolves? Man, come on, bro. Come on. So
Bro,
it's just no bag, bro.
Bron
That's
is
all.
not. I'm
no,
sorry,
I
he's
know
not
you're
better
saying
than
LeBron
MJ. He
doesn't have
never
a
will.
bag.
Look, if you don't practice
Yeah,
something,
deny
you're
you
not gonna
don't
be
have a
confident.
bag. But being
Like
in the
Blackjack. If you
NBA
never
for
practice
almost
driving,
23
like you
years,
might know how to drive a little bit, but if you never really practice it though, and it's time to go on like a
I
road
think
trip.
because
Hold on, Black.
Crunch, we all know you are a
Hold on.
Kyrie fan,
Hold
bro.
on, Black. Hold on. If you
Okay.
never practice it, let's say it's time to do a road trip, you're gonna be like, I'm not really confident in my driving skills. I don't think I should do it. Braun can get buckets, but when it's the NBA Finals or it's a real big moment and he need one, he don't trust himself because he don't really be working on it. So he not about to trust the fact that like he not about to trust just knocking some bullshit down like you do any other
Okay, what
time.
about the
Like,
shot against Kawhi?
huh?
So,
That's not
like,
a
remember after they went to overtime,
right,
remember he
right.
hit a
So if
shot.
you actually pay attention to that shot, he was off balance though.
Regardless, he still hit the shot though.
So
So
that's
wait,
right,
so
right. He hit it right, but right. He was actually being aggressive that game. They had control of that game at that point.
everybody has their own version of what a bag
No,
is.
a bag is just a bag,
Your
bro.
like
He
Crunch.
just
So
it's just
you,
very very
Crunch,
underdeveloped. If I
Crunch,
was to rate his
you
bag, I'll give it like
are
a hold on,
a
time out.
Kyrie
It's my
fan.
last point. It's my
So
last point. If I was to rate his bag, I'll give it a 2 out of 10, bro. So he
two
doesn't
out
have
of
But
ten.
he
Two
Bron
doesn't
out
is
of
have
10 is
no
big.
crazy.
he doesn't
Bron
have
is
no bag,
big.
huh?
So a person who has no
Bron
bag
like 270,
got
250.
50,000 points is
Yeah, I
crazy.
know.
Taking less shot attempts than quote unquote the greatest scorer
Yeah, but they
ever.
shoot different shots. So Braun is still taking he's taking less shots. First of all, because he played with
Taking
Kyrie,
less
play
shots.
with all these dudes. But I'm
You
saying
were
the
younger.
shots he's taking is different. It would be different if he was taking the same shots as Jordan, shots that win games and shit. But he's not. He's not doing that. He's
But he
taking
has
shots like
more game
Giannis,
winners than Michael Jordan though.
huh?
He got more game winners than Michael
Yo,
Jordan
Crunch.
No, he don't.
in the
No,
playoffs.
no,
Yes, of
he
course.
don't. No, come on. He don't got more game winners than Michael Jordan. I
Yeah,
screenshotted that the other
yeah.
day.
If you're talking about regular season, he only
No, we
one
talking about
behind.
everything.
Definitely not in the finals.
Right? How many game winners you got in the finals?
There's no game winners in the finals.
And we
I'll
quiet.
give you that one. If there's
And
no
look,
game
you can't
winner
look
in
before
a
y'all say
final,
he's 6 feet.
but
Before y'all say he's 6'8".
you can't even call Michael Jordan a game
My bad.
winner because it's not zero across the board. Because
So,
if memory serves me correct, in the
no, that's a buzzer beater.
98,
That's a buzzer beater.
it can't be a buzzer. It wasn't a buzzer beater though.
No, I'm saying like when the zeros across the board, that's a buzzer
It was
beater.
like 0.5, 0 point something, but it's not an official game winner. Like how you claim it, like
No,
you
you're
like,
not.
Facts.
yeah,
Kobe
like
better than
LeBron,
Bron.
like how you try to
If
put
the
it.
other
better
team
than
doesn't
Bron.
score after I hit the bucket, that means that means I made the game winner,
Okay,
bro.
and you can say the same thing for Bron's behalf.
But I'm saying when it comes down to that, Jordan has more. But yo, I forgot what I was even about to say, bro.
This year, when
He's
he
better when he
ended,
fades away.
he still never scored.
Playing 22 seasons, 4-6 is crazy in the finals.
It's like when you
It's
have
crazy.
because law,
But you
like
got
it's
multiple
okay to
Hall of
say he
Famers
didn't have
such
enough
as
help at
Kevin Durant.
first.
You got two MVPs on one team.
You know what I'm
How
saying?
could
Hold
you
on.
stop one man?
Hold on, Black.
Okay,
Let
I
me
got
ask you this question, Black. Who do you think the best players that never win an MVP though? in the
Who
league.
never won MVP?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Ooh, that's a good question because you can say
I can name 3 off the top of my head.
Harden
say
up there for sure.
No, Harden got an MVP.
yeah, Harden had. You can say
Like,
T Mac.
But hold on,
where is the
hold on. Hey,
You
conversation
Black, hold
say
on. Hey,
going to?
Black. I can name 3 off the top of my head, Black.
You said what?
Off the top of my head, I'll say like D Wade,
Kyrie?
AD, Kyrie.
For
Those probably
sure.
the 3 best to
Kyrie
never
got it.
win one.
Shout out
I
to
don't
tell
know.
you, Kyrie.
I don't know about the Kyrie
And then probably,
thing
and then
because I don't
probably,
know about Kyrie thing.
and then
The
probably,
Kyrie thing is
I say
he
probably
was
like
never
Kawhi Melo.
he as no he.
Oh,
I
without
can't
an
claim
MVP.
him to be a number one option yet.
All right, cool.
If you
No, that's
talk
cool.
about
Hold
for
on,
this
hold on.
season,
That's
let's say
cool.
for this
That's
season,
cool.
let's say
That's
for
cool. We
this
don't really
season,
gotta go down that road for real. Even I mean, he was a number 1 option in Boston. Could have won it that year.
he was. I know that.
No, but I'm
I
just
know
saying,
that
like, we don't
part
gotta
because
even
I
change
was
the subject
Boston
for it.
fan.
I
But
just
I'm
was saying,
saying
Bron.
he never
You talking
took
about
all
having
the
multiple
field
MVPs
role.
on the team, but I'm saying Bron has played with like MVP caliber players though. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But yeah, bro. You know,
Consistently.
yeah.
Okay.
It's,
So
oh yeah,
you
that's
make
what I'm about to say. So
like
they
I
go
understand what
ahead,
you're
go ahead.
saying. I understand what you're saying. You when you say, "Oh, he played with more help," you probably saying based on the name wise.
No,
But if you want to talk about
no, we
if you
talking about
want
the
to talk about
production,
more
Black.
It's
We
help,
talking about the production.
it's what they're actually doing on the court. Like
that's what I'm saying. If you
no,
talk about
that's what
actually
I'm
doing on
saying.
the court,
He's played with like niggas historical some of the best players to ever touch a ball.
Literally.
Right.
and when he get off the court, what happens?
Like, oh, they still hoop.
Bro,
Literally.
LeBron
Still
overrated,
hoop,
bro.
but
Yeah, they still be
they
hooping.
how they still be hooping, but they're so inefficient when he's
What the
gone.
hell?
When
This
he's off
man
the
trying to
bench.
remember the script. He don't know the script,
Yeah,
bro.
Black.
exactly. He
Black.
trying to
He
fall
don't
off.
know the
Overrated,
script.
bro.
He trying to the
Like,
plus minus
bro,
Think
the plus
about
hold
it.
on,
minus
Think
bro.
script.
about
LeBron
it.
has some of
It's
the
the
best
plus
So
minus
stars
script.
LeBron
and
on the
role players,
court.
The
bro. We
plus
got
minus
Facts
script.
and
This
right
nigga
and
play
role
with
players
the
too.
Nigga
best
has some of the best
dribbler.
role players and stars, but don't start that.
Wait,
It's plus
wait.
minus script.
No,
Right,
why
you trying
I'm
to
saying
remember?
Hey, Black.
how
That's not
It's the
facts,
on off
stupid,
number
bro.
script.
Hey,
Yeah,
Black.
yeah.
Hey, Black. Hey, Black.
You got
That's
the,
not
We can start from the beginning,
you
Black.
got the
No,
line,
Black. You
bro.
know how
I'm
many
literally
guys?
confused.
You know how
No,
many
I'm
guys
literally
LeBron
confused.
had that
Look,
shot 40%?
there's
That
no
shot
shot.
over
There's
40.
no shots
No,
at
Black.
these
Listen,
players,
Black.
bro. I'm
Listen,
Hold on,
just
Black.
Black. Hold
saying,
on,
like
Black.
it
Hold on.
doesn't
Black,
make
we
Just
gotta go
listen,
one at
bro.
a time.
Y'all talking
Black,
to
just
a
listen,
scripter,
bro.
bro. Like
You know how
We
many guys?
NPC.
You know how many guys LeBron played with that shot over 40% from the 3-point line? Yeah,
I
hella
can,
space.
I can
His whole
understand it. I
career.
can understand
Yeah,
it.
he had the most
But
spacing.
like I said, that's when he's
They
on
got like
the court.
Gibson, Kyle Korver, Ray Allen,
That,
X.
like I said,
Kyrie.
on the
Played
D
with
court,
all
Wade.
them.
LeBron
He
is
played with all them
45.
Nah,
niggas.
D Wade didn't shoot 40. D Wade didn't
But
shoot
when
40.
he's
Oh, he
off
shoot
the
40,
court,
but D
where
Wade
is
still that
that
nigga
same
though.
Facts.
energy?
you don't even like we not finna do this right now. Please.
Yeah, like come on, man.
No, I'm
This
just saying.
shit gets so
Nigga
old.
has some of the
You're
best
you're,
role
you're just
players of
saying
all
some
His
shit
role
time.
that you
players were
heard, bro.
below 10 points per game. Not
So Black,
Ilgauskas.
so Black,
Ilgauskas averaged like
so Black. Let
19
me ask you this
and
question,
like
Black.
10 rebounds.
So hold on, Black. So you think Bron didn't have a lot of help his first year? Like his first time in Cleveland, you
I
don't
don't know
think he
how I
had
lost
a
on my stamina. I just got
You said what?
his first time in Cleveland, you don't think he had a lot of help, right?
No, he didn't
All
have
right,
no help
cool.
that really take
No,
off
that's
that
fine.
load
That's fine.
from
I ain't even
him.
gonna challenge that. I ain't gonna challenge. I'm saying this. I'm saying after he left Cleveland, would you admit that he never really went a like he always made sure he had a lot of help with him after that though.
Repeat that. Hold on. Repeat that part again. I'm sorry. You caught that.
After he left Cleveland, they always made sure he had a lot of help with him after that.
If you want to talk about Miami,
Yes.
Miami,
no, I'm
Cleveland,
saying-
And the
They
second state
really didn't
Cleveland,
help
nigga.
everywhere.
right?
It
Miami,
took
Cleveland,
LeBron
and the
leaving
Lakers.
for them
And the
to-
bubble.
Miami, Cleveland, and LA.
everywhere.
Niggas had Rajon Rondo, Caruso, Dwight Howard, JaVale
So
McGee,
basically, Law. What
AD.
I'm saying is like,
Yeah,
why
damn.
is it 15 years later these Brown fans still saying the same thing? Like
How are we saying the
that
same
means he
thing?
played majority of his career
I'm
with help.
gonna tell you the difference between
Bro,
Michael
this
Jordan
nigga LeBron
and
always got a
LeBron.
stacked team every
No,
year.
Every fucking year.
I'm being
Bro,
honest. with
bro,
you.
Crunch, this nigga had the best Heat team of all time, the
Dead
best
ass.
Cavs team of all time, and a top 3 Lakers team. Bro. What the fuck you talking about?
You've never won.
All-time
Talk
leading
your
scorer
shit,
has no
man.
bag.
That's
Nigga, that's a
fact.
longevity stat. Just 'cause
Nigga
you
had
got
some of the
points
best
doesn't
teams in
mean
NBA
you got
history.
Never won
That's
without
why he
two
doing
So he
longevity.
had
He played
enough.
23 years. No shit.
So that means like more.
Never won without two.
I'm saying for like I'm saying for more years in his career he had help than he didn't have it.
That's a fact.
For
He
sure.
was only in Cleveland the first time for only
Especially
7
Miami.
years.
You
For
got
sure.
Wade,
That's
you
a
got
fact.
Wade, you
You
got
feel what I'm
Kyrie,
saying?
you got Luca.
You got Anthony Davis. You
Yeah,
got Ray
you
Allen.
did.
Bro,
Yeah,
Five,
you did.
five.
You got
So
Ilgauskas.
Dwight Howard.
So how was like they keep saying he had the the
Nigga
lead
had
to take
Russell
control.
Westbrook.
He keeps saying he had to take
Watch
control in his
like,
own hands because they
damn,
wasn't
bro.
giving him no help. So I mean, bro, why are you still saying the same thing? I thought you had it. I thought you controlling it now.
Exactly. Ain't that's why you left Cleveland to get control?
Like, come on,
Facts.
bro.
Y'all just talking, bro.
Y'all
You
just
keep
talking.
waiting for
Red
LeBron.
Quest
He got the
up,
most points.
nigga.
That's a longevity
I'm
stat,
trying to
bro.
figure out, bro.
Nah,
you say he's
LeBron's
got a bag,
longevity is a narrative.
you say he's got a bag, but when in
I don't make sense
2011
with that shit.
It
he's
just
been
don't make
guarded by
sense,
some of
bro.
the
That was crucifying
top
Westbrook.
QBs.
LeBron picked him up though. What?
He's been
Yeah,
guarded by
LeBron
Right,
picked
he
his
did
ass
pick him
up.
up.
That's
But
because
I
Russ was
think
averaging a
what
triple double.
LeBron
He
was
was still
trying to do
nice.
was
That's why I
run
brought him up.
something.
LeBron told him to get Westbrook.
He
Yeah,
should
the
have
thing
stayed.
is, like,
Should have stayed in Washington,
now
bro.
But
that
every
He
player
should
the
have stayed
Lakers
at
got,
Washington.
LeBron told him to do,
he
bro.
did ask
He should have stayed in
Westbrook to
Washington,
come to
man.
Because
Lakers.
he was
Every coach
hooping
the
at
Lakers got,
Washington.
He
LeBron
was
He
told him
got
to
hooping.
to
get
the
the coach.
Lakers.
And then KD should have came to Washington to like finish his career
Black.
at
Let me
home,
ask you a question. Let me
play
ask you
with
a
Russ.
question. Black, let me ask you a question. When did you think that LeBron was the GOAT? Like, what year put him ahead of
Oh,
Jordan?
That's
like
a
I
great
said,
question.
with me,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
said when I was younger, I really didn't like LeBron like that. When I was younger, I didn't. My mom used to like him, and at first I was so strong of being a Jordan guy.
Yo, just say the
But
year
that
they think he was the
2016
GOAT.
finals,
Nah,
that
what was
made
the
me
year
start
though?
thinking.
You passing the question. What was the year?
You Remy going down memory lane,
Think about to
man.
say a life story.
Someone really took the cake.
Remember
That was
the,
the
you remember with
Nah,
cereal?
answer the
You remember with
question.
Yeah,
cereal?
like
I
He was
did.
eating?
I
mom
said
got me.
2016 is
You remember
what.
with cereal? He was
Like,
eating
yeah,
cereal.
we gotta stop, bro.
I
Just
think
because
Golden.
you,
Nigga said
just because you don't
2016
think,
when Jordan
just
was
because
so
motherfuckers
old.
don't think LeBron is the
Nigga
best, don't
said
mean that they a
2016.
Jordan fan.
I'm
Like,
crying.
where
Right.
niggas get that shit from?
Wait, give him his time. Give him his time.
But like I said, I
Nigga said 2016. Nigga, he not even better than Kobe.
Exactly.
Exactly.
come on
He's
now.
not
Let's
better
be,
than- he's not better
2016.
than Kobe.
You think
come
he was
on
better
now.
in
Let's be
2016?
real.
He's
He
not
is
better than
Kobe.
Kobe.
No, but
Guys,
Black,
wait.
hold on, clip it, clip that. Is
But
trying to
like I
ask
said,
you though,
it
like,
can't
Bron
be
never
argument
scored
for
81
all
points in
three
the game. He would
on
never do. He would
hold
never
on,
do
hold on,
nothing
hold
like
on.
that.
Hey, Black Pharaoh, your clip that is trying to ask you about what you said about 2016.
But
Okay.
wait. You said 2016, right?
Y'all
Yeah,
forgot to watch the games. I know you
Talking about
would.
that
You
what,
did
3-1
not say
really
that
made
to
me
me.
think, yes, that he's the
Let
greatest
him
of all
think. Let him
time.
think. So 2016, you thought he was the greatest of all time, right?
That's what I started to really lean in.
Nigga say y'all forgot to watch
Believe
the
in,
game.
believe
Y'all
in the
LeBron fans
greatest
keep
of all
debating
You're
time.
niggas who don't
cooked.
watch film at all.
But
You're cooked.
deep this, right? Deep this. For Jordan, Pippen averaged, what was it, 16 and 6 for points and assists. Rodman, for his career with Jordan, averaged 10 rebounds. Kevin Love had all of that, and then add on top of that Kyrie.
Facts.
And
Because
he
he
was
had
still
that in
3-1 down.
Minnesota. That's facts.
Like,
He
bro,
averaged
what
a
you talking
triple. I mean,
about?
a double double.
Hey, Black, you know Kobe's more
So
clutch than LeBron, right?
first of all, the scoring was a lot low
Bro,
during
what is he
those
talking about,
eras.
man?
Yes, they are. That's not a lie. How many people saying there's multiple scores on one single team like that?
What?
Hey,
What?
Black,
What?
Black,
What
you know Kobe's
team?
more clutch than
Yeah, what
LeBron,
team you
right?
talking about? The
If
Lakers?
you're talking about the Bulls, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe y'all talking about the 95-96 Bulls, just to be precise, right?
Mm-hmm.
LeBron's
Okay.
trash, bro.
No, he's not, bro. You
Nah,
look,
LeBron
y'all
not
say
trash,
this,
bro.
y'all saying
Y'all
this,
funny.
but I guarantee you, when he leaves, y'all gonna be like, "Dang, bro, that's
What
the
you about to
greatest
say
player."
about
I'm
Like,
doing Curry and
what
Kyrie.
makes
Y'all-
y'all?
Hold on,
Bro,
Black.
What
What you
makes
With
about to
y'all
say
say
about
Kyrie,
that?
you
He's
got to
gone,
be
bro.
sad.
Nobody's
I get it.
denying
No,
that he was
He's
a great
great
I
player.
agree with you. I think it's gonna be some people like that, but like, what
No,
makes
no,
like
but
you think
nobody's
everybody gonna
denying.
be like that?
But nobody's denying that LeBron is a great player.
Facts.
Denying that. He's not even top 2 though.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Not
don't.
top two.
I think that's propaganda.
How you top two
Not
with
top
4 and
two.
6?
Remember though,
Yo,
Kobe
Look, I
more
five.
can
clutch
understand.
though.
Look,
That's
we more
crazy.
Black.
That's propaganda to me.
You hear me, Black? Kobe
You a
more clutch.
loser.
But
LeBron being like by far better than everyone else but one person in NBA history is like propaganda. Like that's the biggest
think about it
media
like this.
psyop
Okay,
ever. Like it's
think
a
about it like this. It
psyop.
depends on what you deem as what the greatest
Yo,
player
Black, I
of all
appreciate you
time
for
means to you.
knowing
I
that.
think it's
I just
controversial.
it's just be hard for me to trust people who I know ain't went back and watched this shit. I'm
Facts.
sorry.
Yeah. For sure.
Talk
No,
your
I'll
shit,
watch
man.
You went back and watched like
I'll
series
be
of
What
honest,
I'm
right?
saying
Guys,
is,
I'll
in
be
the
honest,
GOAT
right?
debate, it depends on what your
okay, now
preference
what
is
I
of
don't
what
have
the
a go.
GOAT
I don't look at
is.
the game like
Yes,
that.
yes.
I don't have a go.
I'm from London,
Yo,
right? So,
hey, Black, you know
Okay,
that's
I
all right.
so
just
what
don't
I
think
think of the
LeBron is.
GOAT really,
I don't think he's better than Steph Curry. So I don't. Yeah, I don't even like Michael Jordan. I'm like Michael. You talking about Michael Jordan?
That's not ridiculous to say.
Like
let me tell you
I
guys something. Let me
think
tell you guys something.
Michael Jordan was more. He thrived off of a system.
I mean, the game
and
it's
he
a
is
system
great
game though.
from
Like
that.
it's
Yeah,
like
it's a
what
system
make and
game.
I like
But
that's what I'm saying.
it's
You just
two
saying another
different
like
players in two
script.
different
This man say,
careers.
oh, brother.
That's what makes you great, being able to play in the system and then being able to play outside of the system when you
I
need
realize
to.
Curry
Like
actually has an
that's
argument
what
to be over
made
LeBron,
that's
right?
what made That's what makes players great. That's what makes superstar players great. Is that at any point in time when the system not working, they can go deviate to something else and impact the game at a high level. Like that's what Jordan did.
Years LeBron had a higher 3% than Curry. But who
That's
was
what players who
40
play
90 and who
system.
wasn't?
Kobe ahead of LeBron.
It's like I said,
That's why I've got
if
Kobe
you
ahead of LeBron.
saying
40 90 and who wasn't?
I really think LeBron.
You abusing that
really think Michael
that go-to
Jordan
shit, huh?
just really thrives off of system. So before Phil Jackson, before when he was with the
He had 0 All-Stars.
He's just saying the script.
He had
bro.
1
0
and 9,
All-Stars,
and
No,
not
like
no,
yeah,
it's-
you're just
it's
saying the
facts,
script that
though.
everyone else has, like for the past 3 years.
But
No,
but
like
we can't
I think
deny
it's
it.
true.
Said Kobe's
The
close
same,
to
the
the
same way, like, but that's the thing. Like,
Yeah, I'm
I
just
don't
saying,
think
no,
I don't. Everybody knows.
I get
Like,
you.
you're not gonna win a championship every single season. It's not about that. It's like
Facts.
what's happening. How are you building? What's
it's not even
happening?
that.
Like
He
all
wouldn't
that stuff.
predict
All
it.
that stuff matter. So
He
like,
wouldn't
I'm like, motherfuckers saying that oh, this person, oh, he played with this player, this play. Like, I'm like with LeBron. I'm not criticizing LeBron for not winning a championship his first 2 seasons. Like what? Or like not winning? Like what? That's stupid. That's not how his career path
Guys,
went.
hear this, right? Every time that Jordan was projected to win the championship, he did.
That's the only thing
It's
you know how to do.
not true with LeBron, though.
Yeah, because he was the
Kerry
favorite
Gates
with
and
all of them.
Y'all gotta chill.
Yeah, of course.
LeBron
Games
just
had
won
a season
2011
2016.
Even
LeBron the
though,
whole
like,
year. LeBron the whole 2011 finals. LeBron in the whole 2011
was
finals.
Utah,
Bro.
and
Nigga cherry
He's
picking
got
one
a
game.
bag and you can get a shot from anywhere. But when he's
Cherry
guarded
picking
by
one
the
game.
6'3"
Look at
Jason
LeBron
Terry and he can't get a
2011.
bucket.
Got outscored by a bench player.
Go stop putting
Bro.
that comment, bro.
Yeah,
Get
look,
that.
now
He's being
that-
guarded by
now
somebody
that,
who's
look,
6'2".
Everything else, the 2011, I can't really vouch for because he did choke on
And
2011.
2014.
And if you ask any Braun fan on that end,
You
they
realize he
will
also choked
always
in
say
07, right?
2011. That's all y'all right there. But ever since then,
You know
you
LeBron.
can't really.
That is
LeBron
true.
choked
That
in
is
Wait,
07.
true.
so
Uh,
you can't hold him.
LeBron choked in
choked
07,
guys,
bro.
Bro. You can't hold him for 2017.
But
LeBron was trash
that's what he
07.
makes amends for.
Yeah, he choked in 07.
He makes
And
amends for that
2017.
2011 loss.
Yeah, he had some terrible
No,
moments in
no, no, no,
2017
no,
when,
no.
when he turned over the ball
Bro,
in game
2017,
three.
yeah.
LeBron get locked up by
Game
Jason
3.
Kidd?
Bro,
That's some bad
guys.
2015 as well. 2015.
Oh yeah,
Bro.
2015 when he could have went up 3-1, he choked that game too.
Bro,
Literally.
2017.
LeBron
Black,
was-
2017, this guy had
If you
open
watch
shot.
that game 4 in 2015, he scored 0 points in the fourth quarter. He had a chance to go up 3-1 and choke.
Damn. Oh, bro.
Even though
Damn.
Kyrie and Kevin Love were injured, but he had a chance to go up 3-1.
In 2018, he choked the game 1. Like,
2017.
damn, bro.
Against
Bro, it's
Steph
2017,
Curry.
right?
Don't tell me he was
Play
against.
tough,
Bro, first of all,
man.
Curry wasn't even in his prime. It was a
Guys,
young ass
I'm just
Curry.
saying, like,
Guys, deep this, right? Guys,
all
deep
these
this.
got is
In 2017,
Clay
Yeah,
wasn't
but
even
don't-
Clay yet.
I'm saying
Yeah,
in 2017. In game 3, game 3,
2015,
Kyrie
bro.
dropped 40 points, right? And LeBron at the end just leaves.
yeah, he got 40
He did
points.
have 40 points. Yeah.
Yeah.
And LeBron at the end of the game, when they're up 4 points, he first gets, I don't know what happened.
When was LeBron ever the
missed-
underdog? It's crazy.
You missed the shot, right? And then
The
like KD just
underdog.
wide
He's
open.
been
Stop,
underdog.
Like KD wide open.
LeBron is
2018,
fucking 60.
yeah.
How's he underdog?
Yeah, that was a
bad closeout by Brian. I ain't gonna
I-
Bro.
okay,
That's what said to me that he could never be the GOAT. Because Kobe would never allow that.
So
and
game
Jordan
1
would
Facts,
never allow that.
facts.
I said game 4, not game 1. I said game 4.
Game 3 in 2017. What's that last?
getting swept in the conference
It's
finals.
the worst
Wait,
place.
wait, so wait. So
Kobe's
we're
more clutch than
gonna
LeBron.
go
Kobe
back
did get
that
swept by
Kobe
the
did blew a 3-1 lead before.
Hey, but at the end of
He
the
still
day,
got beat out
at
by
least
those
Kobe got a winning record on dirt.
beat
LeBron don't.
in the
I
finals.
would say, but Kobe is better than LeBron of all time, though, for sure. To me.
How is he
How?
not?
Nigga, he's more clutch.
I don't know,
But
like,
that's
like,
why he's a
like,
better
like,
defender.
Guys, let me cook him.
More clutch, better scorer, better
Wait,
defender.
guys, let me
Facts.
cook him. Let me cook him. Let me cook
More
him.
clutch.
Please,
He is more
did
clutch.
LeBron
You want me to
do-
explain how he's more
Stop.
clutch? I can explain he's more clutch.
Wait, before that.
He's more clutch on offense and defense.
Let me cook this guy. Real quick.
Cook up.
Oh,
You realize Kobe is the
What
only
has
one who
LeBron
did this?
done
Hold on.
in his
No, wait.
entire
Clip,
career?
hold on.
Sorry.
I'm pretty sure Kobe's the only one who did this. If you look at the 2010 Western Conference, all 8 of those teams have 50 fucking wins. And Kobe had 7 fucking game winners in that whole season. Hypothetically speaking, if he doesn't have those 7 game winners, the Lakers spots don't even make.
There's a lot more than that, right? Let me tell you something. Right? Is my mic good? Sorry. Yo, is it cool?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, bro. No, it's just the mic's moving weird. But deep this, right? In the 1999 to 2003, right? This is the time that they're saying Shaq carried him, right? Bro was averaging 1 point less than him, being the primary ball handler, averaging more steals and assists than anyone in the team, right? But they still say that he got carried. And then he went back to back with Pau Gasol. Tell me one thing that LeBron has ever done that's better than him going back to back with Pau Gasol. One thing, bro. Never, ever.
Yo,
And you
beef
needed
on him. You a
Kobe.
casual, bro.
And you needed Kobe to save him with the internationals, World Cup, whatever it is. He needed Kobe to save him because he already lost. He lost with Tim Duncan, and people say Tim Duncan is better than Kobe. Like, bro, there's nothing that LeBron has ever done that's better than that back to back ever. That's it. You ain't even got an argument. That's the end of him. Nothing else.
Tat, right to tat, 2 to 3, get back.
Beef for him. There's no way you said that, bro.
Please match me with that.
Quiet now. He's quiet now because he knows it's annoying.
I'm trying to come up. I got you.
He said without Shaq, Kobe career don't exist. It's actually the other way around,
Bro,
bro.
what is Kobe saved
Look at Kobe and
Shaq's
Shaq
career.
career separated.
Kobe saved Shaq's career. Shaq before that got swept almost every season in his entire career.
I just want to let y'all know that
Every
Chaz
fucking
is
season,
not.
bro.
I may agree with the statement of Kobe being better than LeBron, but the way that they're going about explaining it, that's not how I think. I'm just letting y'all know. So don't group everybody up here together, like in the same.
What do you disagree with, man?
Just letting y'all know.
What do you
Name
disagree
one
with,
thing Kobe do better than LeBron. Nigga, defense.
bro?
Everybody does that
I'll
shit.
name you another thing. Scoring.
Mm.
I just did defense, bro. You got years, bro.
Leading a team to a championship. He's got 5. One's got 4.
LeBron 16 and 6 against Kobe. First of all, that's a regular season record. And if you want to go by records, put Curry over LeBron because the playoff holds more weight. He's 3-1 against LeBron, buddy. So you agree? No. I'm using your logic against you. Since you switching it up. I'm not switching it up. I'm talking about records. A lot of people value playoffs more than regular season because it holds more weight.
No. I'm saying
Curry has a winning record on him.
I'm saying with my argument, Chaz had a disagreement.
In the comments.
No, for sure.
You agree
I
then?
agree.
No, I do not. I'm using your logic against you.
Like I said, I think
What's up?
not. I believe LeBron is better than Kobe. The reason why is because, first of all, there's 2 different careers, separate careers. From LeBron being in an organization that wasn't willing to build around him, it took
But
him.
he didn't play with that organization no more though. He left that organization.
Well, I know he left. Well, can I finish? So, Kobe was already in a great franchise, which is the Lakers. So you can't say the front office wasn't doing their thing, especially pairing him up with Shaq. And I guarantee you, if you put anybody with Shaq, they would have thrived.
All right, and wait. Do you never like that statement you just made? Right? Do you not think about that from other players' perspective? Like, imagine if you put Kobe with Anthony Davis, Luka Doncic, Dwayne Wade, Russell Westbrook, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen, Mike Miller, Shane Battier, J.R. Smith, Kyle Korver, Tristan Thompson, Kevin Love. Like, do you not think about what other players would have done in hypotheticals if they played with all the talent LeBron has played with?
Imagine Braun with Shaq. Braun had Shaq.
No. That's not the same. It's not the same shit. But no. We ain't got to do that.
Shaq was averaging.
But I'm just like that whole. What do you like? That whole statement of, or what do you think he would have done if he played with Shaq? I guarantee you, any player playing with Shaq would have did this. It's like you got to also think about that hypothetical from other players' perspective too. What if Michael Jordan got to play with Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis and all those players? What if Larry Bird got to play with those players? Like what if Steph Curry got to play with an Anthony Davis caliber player for 5 years? But what if he got to play with a player like Luka Doncic? Like what if he got to play with those players? We saw what he did with KD. They went back to back immediately. So I'm like I'm like, do y'all like that whole statement is
Anita,
just
what's
it's
happened to KD
obsolete for
now?
me.
No, but you also had to take into
You can
account
see what's happened to KD now after Curry, and Curry won a
not
championship
every
What's his name?
season.
It ain't
I
one
mean,
shot.
y'all talking about not the same Shaq. I mean, that's true, but like Shaq was still 13-8. That's still a good player.
He averaged with D
No,
Wade.
but like we ain't got like, but no,
Not
if his
compared
statement
to
what?
Orlando.
if his statement is
or
about like the level Shaq was at when Kobe played with him, like that's what we
No.
talking
I'm
about.
not
Those
saying that
level
he
of
wasn't
championship.
great. I'm not saying that he wasn't great, right? But people act like Kobe was like a full-on second swing when he wasn't.
I agree. No, I agree with you on that.
I believe
He was the primary ball
Like
handler
y'all be
and
trying to
the
sit here
best
and
defender.
lie, bro.
He was the best defender and the primary ball handler.
He
And he
said
was
80 did
actually
not play
only
all
one
5
game
years.
less.
Okay, three years, nigga. Like what? He played 3 years. He played 2020. He played 2023
PP.
and
So wait.
2024.
So PP parlay. So you said 13-8 isn't a good player. You out of here? Yes, 13. But bro, y'all be hyping up Rodman, right? Y'all be hyping up Rodman, right? That's
No,
basically Dennis Rodman.
Rodman
Like
had
Dennis
more.
Jordan had
Rodman averaged a
5
few more
points.
rebounds than
But
that. But like
with
that's
Jordan,
basically Dennis
hold on.
Rodman
You don't even know the
numbers, right?
extent of it. You don't even know the extent of it.
Y'all hype up no these niggas hype
Rodman
up
numbers
Draymond Green. That's
is
Draymond. That's prime Draymond Green right
bro.
there. 13-8. That's prime Draymond Green. Since y'all motherfucker nah, that's prime
That's
Draymond Green numbers.
that's so
Since
fact.
13-8, y'all want to hype up Draymond Green.
What I'm saying
Nah,
based
see,
on
see,
the level
it be so funny. It be so funny how y'all LeBron fans be so inconsistent because y'all be the same motherfuckers that say that Scottie Pippen y'all be the same motherfuckers that say that Scottie Pippen carried like saved Jordan's career, but then bash Kobe when Kobe's averaging damn near 30, saying he was a
They
sidekick.
had
Like
to
nigga, y'all
stop Kobe from
Scottie
getting
Pippen
pushed
was
forward.
averaging 16 points a game, and he's
the only reason
he's
why
Michael Jordan's savior.
so
But Kobe
let's
is
be
a
real. Let's
sidekick
be real on this
averaging
one.
29. How that
Be real
make
on
If
sense?
the
this one.
Bulls, he didn't win
So
because he
there
played with
were
the
The
Rock.
same
His
Scottie
Charles
Pippen.
Barkley. He played with Portland. He didn't do shit. He lost.
The same Law, you know what's crazy? The same Scottie Pippen in the 92 finals who got outscored by the Blazers' third option. And Scottie Pippen was the second option on the Bulls.
And they
Crazy.
said because Jordan he can't win without Scotty. Like, come on, man, you
But
gotta care
Scotty
about
won
But
Scotty.
one.
it
Like,
That's
is
crazy.
true. Let's be
That's
real. I
crazy.
think Scotty did a lot more without Jordan than Jordan without Scotty.
You still didn't win.
Still didn't win
I do it.
shit.
Same. You can
The
say
fuck,
same thing for Jordan. Jordan hasn't won
Rockets
this
and the
without Jordan.
The
Trailblazers.
difference
So
is
You
we
know
So he
why
didn't
the
get
Bulls?
you
close.
know why the Bulls even made to the second
Cause
After
round.
he
they
left the
We ain't got
Bulls,
they had
he didn't get
exposed.
we ain't
close.
got to do that though. Like all the years that Scotty played without Jordan and all the years that Jordan played without Scotty, Scotty had a completely better team.
Oh yeah, you're
yeah,
right. He have a
That's
completely
true.
bro.
completely
He had
better team.
he
Like,
was
But
like,
I
like,
can't
like,
lie.
Jordan not
He played with
let's
Barkley.
not hold on. Let's not act like what was it 94 and 94 that Bulls
I
roster
think
didn't
y'all forgot
improve
about
drastically.
Orlando Wolford.
BJ Armstrong turned into an all-star caliber player. Horace Grant was still there. Steve Kerr and
DJ
Tony
Armstrong is
Kukoc.
not an all-star caliber player.
They
No,
had
what
Bill
Armstrong came
Cartwright.
out in
Wait. Yes, he
85,
was. Yes, he
86 when
was.
you
He
had
turned
Based
into
off
They
of
he
won
what?
became
with Bill
Based
all-star.
off of what?
Cartwright.
He became an all-star that year.
BJ Armstrong.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're saying that's why he's an all-star caliber player? Was it like
I'm
he
saying
was an
anything
all-star.
like
He
what
was
recent
an
or
all-star
anything?
caliber
what
player. He was an
I mean, he
all-star.
made the
Scotty has
All-Star
to
team.
offer
He made
is
the
a
All-Star
lot
I mean,
team.
you
more.
gotta be
What
you gotta be an all-star caliber player to make the
Okay,
all-star
cool.
team.
No, I'm cool with that. I'm cool. All right, cool.
Man, Kobe the GOAT. Relax, bro.
And then
Yeah,
Steve
Kobe.
Kerr and Tony Kukoc came in '94. So let's not act like that Bulls roster didn't massively improve outside of Michael Jordan leaving. And then even if we really finna count Scottie Pippen's. Hold on, wait. Are we really finna count Scottie Pippen's years with the Blazers as like an improved like oh that's towards Scottie when he was like the fourth
I
option on that
think
fucking team?
with Scotty,
And,
I think because
wait,
Scotty.
no. And mind you, the Blazers made the conference finals the year before without Scotty. So are we really finna count Scottie Pippen on the Blazers too?
We can count that, but the whole point is like if you're a Bron fan and care about team so much and team pieces, then you can't hold what Michael Jordan didn't do without Scotty versus against what Scottie Pippen did without Michael Jordan, but the teams were completely different levels.
I feel that.
And like y'all like to bring that up for Michael Jordan
LeBron
when
every
he
time had an
retired,
I
but
easy
feel
like
that.
finals as
when
well.
LeBron left the Cavs, I'm not gonna say he wasn't a massive reason why the Cavs were so bad once he left to go to Miami Heat. But let's not also act like that most of the roster didn't leave as well on the Cavs.
The coach got fired. They
I
switched
think Mo.
up
I
the
think Mo.
roster.
I think Anderson Varejao was the only player that stayed.
Yeah,
I think.
Ilzauskas went to the Heat with LeBron. The roster switched up, but like that's fine. Like when you build a roster specifically around one player's skill set, of course, like if that player and the style that they're playing is just so heliocentric to where one player is controlling everything, of course they're gonna like fall off significantly. Like, of course. Okay.
I'd rather be 1-9 without Pippen than 2-14 with Luka and AD.
Exactly. I've been saying that. You heard me say, hey Remy, you heard me say
LeBron the last 3 years, he's 2-14
Hey Remy, you heard me
with
saying
Luka and
the
AD.
moment that shit happened. Like there's no way y'all can talk like that's why I'm just like y'all gotta update the script.
Jordan didn't even have a top star player.
You have to update the script. Like you gotta update the script. Like you have to update the script because you can't say nothing, bro. This dude is losing,
bro, with Luka
getting beat in 5 games with Luka. Like that's nasty work with Luka, and then getting beat in 5 games with Anthony Davis.
Luka's such a small sample size. Y'all was the same LeBron fans glazing Luka though.
And Rudy Gobert.
Nah, the funny thing about that, LeBron fans try to blame the loss against the Timberwolves on Luka when he led damn near in everything. That's funny.
That is funny.
It's so funny that they tried to blame that loss on Luka, but he literally was averaging. He was literally
Didn't Bird say MJ?
Bro, he was literally averaging like a 29-point triple-double, basically. That's basically
what that's fine. Hey, that's fine. No, that's fine. That Bird over MJ, he for sure over Bron too then, because, hey, that's cool.
Exactly.
Hey, that's fine. Bird
exactly.
Hey,
Chaz, you know what I was just going to say about that? He said Bird
Larry Bird is the only
Then Bird for sure is LeBron.
Larry Bird, and this is a good thing for Bird. Like,
Hey, Chaz, you went on pause, bro.
Larry Bird is the only nigga to sweep Michael Jordan. The only nigga. So
literally.
I'm like, okay, cool.
You went on pause.
You talk about Bird on MJ.
Well,
okay, so Curry owns
guy.
LeBron then. Thank you, bro.
Exactly.
Curry owns LeBron.
Yeah. Curry better than LeBron.
Chaz, I got a question. Hey, Chaz, I got a question. Hold on. Hey, Chaz, I got a question for you, fam.
What's up,
where do you have LeBron ranked like on your list, like all time?
I don't really got no list for him. Like, I don't have no like list for him, but it's players that I don't think he's better than.
I'm pretty sure OC.
If you just go,
I got LeBron at 7 all the time.
If you just go through like players, I can tell you if you go through players, I can tell you if he's better than those players.
Wait. Let him name the 6.
Nah, I'm just playing.
LeBron at 7 is not even that crazy, bro.
It's really
like 3.
Not even that crazy.
Let me name the players though, fam. Let me name the players though, bro. All right. Okay. So the players. This is no specific.
I'm hearing you out, bro.
Wait. Now this is in order. You gotta let me talk. This is in order. All right. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Bill Russell, Tim Duncan. Give me Larry. Yeah, Steph Curry, and Larry Bird.
But nah.
All right.
The conclusion, man.
I personally got
Kobe at 1.
I have LeBron first, humbly. But
I think Larry Bird.
Thanks.
I think Larry Bird,
LeBron is a good
I mean, Larry Bird don't got as many accolades, but I think Larry Bird peaked a little bit higher because 3 straight MVPs is kind of crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
While being 50, 40, 90 is crazy.
Okay, what about you, Clip? What is your top 5 or top 7? Top 7.
Okay, I got Jordan at 1.
Okay.
And Kobe at 2, but for me it's interchangeable because I feel like with Kobe there is some years that he was better than Jordan, but I think Jordan had his like 10-year peak was so strong that it's really like you can't argue it. Third, LeBron, Bill at 4, Curry at 5. I want to say Hakeem at 6, just because of like his prime was so good. Like he just completed basketball in '94, bro. And for 7, it has to be Kareem.
Yo, Taj, you remember yesterday you was talking about how niggas be overrated Hakeem.
Yeah, Hakeem overrated, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Why?
Kobe
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Dream?
I'm not gonna lie. If you have Hakeem Olajuwon over 10 all the time, bro, you're overrating him, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, but why? Like
Hakeem over Tim. I got Hakeem over Tim. Wait, no, I don't. No, I don't.
See, y'all be overrating that. Bro, hold on, everybody.
Why is it?
Wait.
No, he said over. You say over Tim or over number 10?
Tim Duncan is crazy.
No, I'm saying what?
Well, why? Why do you think?
Okay. So listen. Hakeem Olajuwon is closer to Moses Malone than he is to Shaq. I'm not gonna lie.
But bro, in 96,
and low key, and listen, but before y'all come to me,
some bullshit.
this might sound like a hot take to some, but if you really know about ball, this not gonna sound crazy. But I've done the research on the stats and the accolades.
Did you watch?
Give me Moses Malone over Hakeem.
What
slightly.
Moses Malone have you watched?
What?
Well, hold on. What Moses Malone have you watched?
Yeah, you going crazy now.
Let me cut him off.
I mean, when you look, okay. So listen.
Todd, did you go back and watch?
Wait, pop up. You gotta let me talk, bro. Stop talking.
Just answer the question, nigga.
I can't answer the question if you keep talking. Clip down. All right.
Nah, this OC.
Nah, but in all seriousness though, like I'm no troll. Outside of defense, there's nothing. I don't think there's nothing that
Playmaking.
No, that's not a big enough gap.
Well, hold on. Finish your statement. What you said?
But if we look at statistical production, accolades, all that combined, Moses Malone has better statistical production than Hakeem. He peaked higher than Hakeem.
Are we looking at on the court? What did they do?
Higher than Hakeem, bro. Hakeem.
Wait,
Yes.
hold on. What did they do on the court? Why are you talking about stats and this and that? We know that's baseline. What did you watch from Hakeem and Moses Malone that you said?
Yeah. So the reason I'm saying that Hakeem is overrated is because before those 2 years where he had those finals runs, he was closer to Patrick Ewing and David Robinson than he ever was to Shaq. But all of a sudden, when he has those two great years,
what was Shaq?
Wait,
hold on. What was Shaq winning before Kobe came?
Wait, hold up. Let me finish. Let me finish. Right. So listen, this is my thing. Before Hakeem Olajuwon had those 2 great years, he probably wasn't even a top 30 player of all time at that time. But all of a sudden, two rings. And don't get me wrong, 94 is a great ring. It is great, but 2 rings automatically puts them top 10, top 5. It's top 5.
It can. No, it actually can. 2 rings actually can.
It can.
You have to.
Because Hakeem doesn't have enough. Hakeem doesn't have enough accolades, bro. He doesn't have enough statistical production. When you look at his statistical production, he doesn't have enough. But before 90,
rebounds.
Wait. Before 94,
and blocks.
No, okay. I understand the defense, right? But we're talking offensive production. Offensive production, he doesn't have the stats. He literally averaged like 21 before 90. Wait, nigga, damn.
Ty, you've been talking bullshit though, bro.
I'm not talking bullshit.
You are. Wait. So Todd, can you give me 3?
Wait.
No, Todd, because this nasty, bro. Can you give me 3 series?
Y'all not let me finish.
Wait, Ty, answer my question though. What is Shaq?
You're not telling us your reference of knowledge. Like,
well, if y'all would shut the fuck up, I can tell you.
You're just throwing out numbers.
Every time y'all hear some shit y'all don't like, y'all get emotional.
Yo, Ty.
Joey, so
no. Every time y'all hear some shit y'all don't like, y'all get emotional.
It's all good.
You saying bullshit, Ty. Exactly. Like, Ty, you saying bullshit. First of all,
it's all like motherfucker.
Wait, he acting like, what did Shaq win? What did Shaq win outside of? And this is no disrespect to Shaq. I got Shaq top 6, right? But what did Shaq win?
All right, so if y'all want to play the dropping game and mutant game, I can do the same thing. So I got mine too. What y'all want to do? I can do the same thing. We can have a fucking conversation and be adults, or we can keep dropping each other. Pick a choice.
Well, I
didn't drop.
I want to hear everybody's top 5.
Niggas acting like
hold on, y'all gonna let me finish though. Y'all didn't even let me finish. Y'all didn't even let me finish. Bro, y'all didn't even let me finish, bro. Y'all didn't even let me finish.
I'm trying to tell them to let you finish, nigga. Damn.
Let you finish. Let him finish.
My God. Immediately after he done, y'all let me talk to Ty, please. Go ahead.
But the reason I'm saying that Hakeem Olajuwon is overrated, just off the fact that y'all say y'all have him in the conversation for the greatest center of all time, and that's 100% false. When you look at his statistical production before those 2 finals runs, he was only averaging like 22-ish points a game on 11 rebounds. So and like all of it, like he had a 2-year peak where it shot him up to top 10. And I don't agree with that. He was on Patrick Ewing's level before he had those 2 finals.
Guys, let me ask him a question.
No,
because I was already talking to him, bro. No, I was already talking to him.
All right, go ahead.
Please. Okay, you said he was averaging 22 on 10 assists. Is that what you just said? Can you tell me? What?
11 rebounds.
Okay, can you tell me? You're talking about around that time, around his time, right? Around Hakeem's time.
From rookie year up till 93.
Okay, can you name like what the other power forwards in the league were doing? Were they averaging? What were they averaging?
Centers.
I was gonna cut this shit out.
I said, my bad. Centers,
Yeah. So off the top of my head, I know that from David Robinson's rookie season up until Hakeem went back to back. I know David Robinson was out producing them stats wise.
Like what did David Robinson average since his rookie season?
We talking about stats, okay?
Well, I know. Hold on. So what did David Robinson?
I mean, ranking. I'm not saying stats are the end all be all, Chaz. But I'm just saying, like,
no, I didn't get to ask you the question. I didn't get to ask you the question I wanted to ask you in the first.
No, bro. Hold on. I was already talking to him, and I already asked him, "What did you watch?" And he's not telling me. So
he ignored that because he was like, we ain't let him finish. So that's why I'm like, now that he done said all the stats, I'm like, okay. So can you give me 3 series in totality that you watched of Hakeem and 3 series in totality that you watched of Moses Malone? You went on part like what?
I don't gotta watch.
Get him out of here, then. That's what I'm saying.
Bro,
I don't gotta watch the fucking series in totality.
Like, get him out of here,
bro. You didn't watch every NBA player in totality, bro.
No, that's not.
I'm talking about
that's not what I said. That's not what I said. Todd.
What did Hakeem provide?
Todd, you're not letting me finish now, Todd. You disrespecting me now. All right, Todd. Bro, like, come on, bro. Like, you sit here and say you ain't gotta watch a series in totality of a nigga that you talking about.
Exactly.
You saying it like, what are we talking about? What? Really?
You can just talk about him from looking at his baseline stats. From going on Google. We could all go on Google and look at stats.
Exactly.
Like, you're not different because you know stats. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Like, what? Come on, Ty.
All right, who's this?
That's why I'm
looking at the stats right
now.
now.
I'm not saying, bro. That's not what I'm not saying. Stats are the end all be all. But wait. Hold on.
Have you watched?
No, bro. You're not letting me fit, bro. You're not understanding what I'm saying, bro. When we're comparing, I'm talking about in comparison to like the Bill Russells, the Shaqs, the Wilts, even the Moses Malone.
I know what you're talking about.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. All I'm saying about Hakeem is y'all prop him up to be like in the GOAT conversation.
Who is y'all?
Wait, I'm not saying, bro. I'm just saying in general, bro. Calm down. I'm just saying people in general, a lot of people in general, right? Y'all hype up Hakeem to be in this GOAT conversation of centers or even a top 5 player of all time, when realistically, compared to Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem, Shaq, and even Moses Malone, he doesn't have the accolades to back him up. He doesn't have the stats to back him up.
Ever.
Doesn't have it.
He has one of the best athletes ever.
Okay, no. Wait.
But the footwork. The dream shake. The dream shake. No, y'all get caught up in that dream shake.
No, brother, I'm not.
Nigga, Ty just be talking, bro.
Y'all get caught up in that fucking weak ass dream shake.
No. Wait, clip. Todd, can you tell me one series you watched of Moses Malone?
He has it, bro.
I've watched the 1983 finals.
Wait, time out. Hold on.
In totality, you watched it in totality.
I mean, I've seen.
Hold on, time out. Todd, hold on, OC.
Like, I don't know how y'all hear this shit and just
hold on, Chaz. Hold on. Do you just
bro, if we talking about stats, ain't no hold on,
do you just bring up accolades, bro? You talk about Moses Malone and Hakeem, bro.
Exactly. You talking about Moses
Malone. Hold on, you do realize Hakeem got more All-NBAs. He got more finals.
This is accolade resume.
He got more defensive player of the years. So how the hell is
that's Moses what makes Malone, it worse though?
Accolades are better. Confused. And I don't go off accolades, but accolades wise, Hakeem got that. So what the hell is
exactly? That's why I'm like, wait, what?
Let me speak.
He got more first.
Nigga sat here and said he watched the finals and then said he watched.
And then he said he watched.
Bro, Moses Malone peaked higher than Hakeem.
How do you know that?
He got more assists. He got more blocks. Like,
he's lying though. If you look at the stats, if you look at the stats and the accolades, Hakeem got it.
I'm looking at the stats right now.
Let me chat to him, right?
Okay.
Hakeem did something that even Michael Jordan never did, right? He won Defensive Player of the Year, scoring title. He had All-Star and everything, literally everything, offense, defense, right? He finals MVP and MVP. with a team with 0 All-Stars. Even Michael Jordan's never done that, bro. And he beat fucking Shaq in the finals. What's cap?
No,
Yeah,
he didn't
he had
say.
zero
He said he
All-Stars.
had no All Stars, bro. That's what he said.
He's not an All-Star. Yeah, but he's not an All-Star in that year. It doesn't matter. That's like me saying 1994. And you said you watched it, but you clearly didn't. Caliber player, but he wasn't an All-Star in that year.
That's why we can't throw out baseline shit like this.
That's like me saying, bro. That's like me saying that LeBron
Nigga ain't never seen Otis Thorpe play.
Yeah, like
LeBron
exactly.
never seen Westbrook, bro. He didn't.
Nigga ain't watched no type of film with him.
Never seen Otis Thorpe play.
Yeah, like
LeBron
exactly.
never seen Westbrook, bro. He didn't.
Nigga ain't watched no type of film with these players.
Bro, you
What is we talking about?
Nigga ain't watched no Otis Thorpe.
Right.
Yeah,
The
you have
thing
to
is,
be
the
drinking or
crazy
smoking
thing
before
is,
you
you're
talk.
wrong both ways. If we look at the accolades and the stat, he's wrong. And if we look at the film, then he
I'm
didn't
looking at
watch
the
any
stats
film,
right now,
so he's
bro.
wrong
he
on
didn't
that.
watch
Like,
anything.
what are
He
we
said
talking
he watched
about?
Hakeem clears.
Okay, can we continue
So
and
Hakeem
see
has more
who
accolades
else
and stats.
top 5 is?
So Moses Malone has more accolades and stats than Hakeem Olajuwon.
That's cap. That's cap.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, come on, bro. If we look at it both ways, you didn't watch any film, so that don't matter what you talking about. And then you talking about accolades and stats, and Hakeem got that. So what is your statement?
Literally, I'm looking at it right now.
All right.
Yeah, he's cooked. He's cooked.
Okay, so Law. So what is your top 5?
I don't got a top 5. I got a top 3.
Top 3. What's your 3 then?
MJ for sure. Kobe, then LeBron.
All right.
For sure. Kobe, then LeBron.
All right.
For sure.
What about Chris?
Oh my god.
What's up? Oh.
Remember,
just
Moses Malone never won
just
deep.
hear.
Moses Malone never won deep either.
Just hear everybody. All right. So with mine, obviously I got Braun number 1. If I think about the greatest of all time, I think
You
about.
just wanted us to hear that bullshit.
Can you? Hold on. I'm just saying.
You just want everybody to know I got that
I'm
one,
just
y'all.
saying. Yes, I got Braun at 1. I said if I think about for Arsenal, who game can translate to any era, I think of LeBron. And I got MJ at 2. I got MJ at 2. Kobe at 3.
Go ahead.
Like he just wanted us to hear that he had Braun.
Bro, they ain't never even went back and watched the Braun series. They ain't never even went back and watched the Braun series, bro. Like, you going off what you remember from when it happened. And I guarantee you ain't never went back and watched the 2016 finals.
Or 2017.
Yeah.
Did you go back and watch
it? 9 years ago. Like, exactly.
Did you go
So I
back and
can't trust your opinion. You don't even remember what you did 2 years ago. Like,
wait, why do you
I
have
believe-
Braun at 1 too?
The reason why I have Braun.
he said his arsenal.
Yeah, because that made no sense.
Not just that. I believe what LeBron offered a lot more to the game than a lot of these
Whoa.
players.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
Hold on. The only person.
When you say that,
Whoa,
what
what
are
is he
you saying?
talking about?
So
You're just saying
so
what?
playmaking.
What do you mean?
So LeBron is nothing but a Swiss Army knife. Like I said, he playmakes.
No,
2K
Oh,
Bron.
bro.
2K
Hold on.
Bron. It's 2K Bron.
Wait, hold on.
He
bro.
scores.
He don't
He
even
defend
play
one.
better than Kobe. What
Exactly.
you talking about?
You can't believe that because everybody, Cole Jesus,
He's not even a better playmaker than Stephen Curry.
That's true, too.
Pau Gasol dropping 20.
He's not
now-
a better
okay,
playmaker.
That's
now-
not
than
ridiculous to
Stephen
say.
First of all,
Very
Steph Curry is not really a playmaker.
What?
Not really, because
Stop
Wait,
it.
hold on.
Stop
Now,
it.
if you
Stop
watch
it.
the game,
Stop it.
no. If
Can you look
watch
up the
game-
definition of playmaking and come back?
He said,
Hold on,
no, he did
hold
not
on,
just say if
hold
you
on,
watch the
hold on.
game.
Wait,
from
listen,
the
wait,
Y'all not
listen,
getting away with that
2016.
shit.
Listen,
Y'all not
listen,
getting
at
away
least
with that
listen.
shit. No, y'all
Wait,
lied.
listen.
Y'all lied.
No, Draymond Green. If
You
watch
came
the
back
game-
up here just to talk about accolades and
No,
shit.
Draymond Green is the one who facilitates a lot more.
You came here talking about some y'all lied like you got some soccer revelation.
Put me on the big
This
screen.
nigga
Crunch.
pulled
Put me on
up
the big
basketball
screen.
reference.
Put me on the big
Oh my
screen.
god.
Y'all lied.
Get him out of here,
lied
coach.
though. Y'all lied though.
Wait, who is
Hey,
that?
Crunch,
Expand
this
me
the
again.
niggas who you make mine, bro.
Expand me
Like,
again. Expand me again. Expand me one more
Wait,
time.
that's
Like
Hakeem?
the-
Is that Hakeem?
yes, that's
Oh.
Hakeem.
Wait, why are you showing us
Better
Hakeem
back Shea
accolades? You gotta
Luka.
show Moses.
Yo, I'm trying to show y'all that Moses Malone
hey, Tay,
was
get
better.
I ain't like that's a tough question, Cash. I ain't gonna lie.
How can you show us that Moses Malone is better
Oh my
off
God.
these baseline?
Oh my
accolades?
God, he pulled up a basketball reference
you.
picture.
Yes.
But because
Wait,
Moses
wait,
Malone,
let's
No,
let me show you that.
Moses Malone has more impressive
You ain't never watched
accolades,
Moses Malone.
and he has more impressive
You up
stats.
Thank
here
you,
talking
nigga.
about
He
Otis
clears.
Thorpe. You ain't
He
never seen. You don't even know what Otis Thorpe look
He
like.
clears.
You don't even know what Otis Thorpe look like.
bro.
You don't even know what that nigga look like.
Guys,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Ty.
Guys,
You
guys.
on some like.
Sorry,
Saying somebody's better,
You're
bro.
not actually
Yeah,
watching the
bro.
video.
Hold on, wait.
Hey, one at a time, guys.
Hold up. Just because Moses Malone is an unpopular name doesn't mean I'm lying.
Your rate
Nobody
bait.
said that.
You just said you haven't watched him.
You just said you
I
watched the
know about
1983
Moses Malone.
finals, and then you said I just watched clips. The
know about
1983
Moses Malone.
finals, and then you said I just watched clips. Like, get out of here! What?
Like, you're not
Yeah,
gonna
but
hear me
this
bring
is so
up Moses
impressive.
Malone.
This is so impressive, right?
It's cool.
This is so fucking impressive.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah,
a decoy.
that is
Moses Malone
impressive.
doesn't.
Niggas just
This
talking
is more
about numbers.
impressive.
Like, get him
This
out of
more
here.
That is
impressive.
impressive.
More impressive. More impressive.
Oh my God, y'all just love to
He
look at him.
peaked way higher. He peaked way higher. Peaked way higher than Hakeem.
He peaked way
Peaked
higher.
way
I
higher
ain't
than
never
Hakeem.
watched
He
him
got
play,
one.
but he
He's
peaked
only
way
got one
higher.
finals MVP.
Peaked
Wait,
way
hold on.
higher than Hakeem.
Let's
He's
ask
only got one
I ain't
final
never
MVP.
seen the
Hakeem
whole
got
Moses
more
Malone
all
game, but he
NBAs.
peaked
He
higher.
got 12.
Ty,
Moses got
wait,
8.
wait.
He got more all
Moses Malone.
They got Moses got
What,
2.
Hakeem not playing the
Why
big
am I
man
seeing?
era?
How am I seeing a peak higher? I'm confused. Where
Moses
is
Malone
that
only has one
higher
final
peak?
That's a
at?
MVP.
lot.
Did Hakeem not play in the big man
I
era?
don't know how this nigga's scoring.
Hakeem never averaged more than 27 points a game.
That don't mean
What
Moses
does that
averaged
mean?
20.
What does that
Anything.
mean? What does that mean?
Not Todd. Now show me the playoffs where Moses
Todd,
Malone
wait,
averaged over
guys,
30.
guys, let me cook him.
So what about
Bro,
defense too?
wait.
Can you show me the stat for defense?
Let me tell him something. Right?
Show me the stats for
Moses
defense.
Malone
Hakeem
only
got
has
more
one
DPOY,
finals
by the way.
MVP.
Okay. Since y'all want to talk about
One
defense, let's talk
finals
about how
MVP.
Moses
Oh my
Malone is a
God!
great. Wait.
Stop, Todd.
Let's
Stop.
talk about how Moses
Yo, Crunch,
Malone
chat
was
to this
scoring
guy,
way
man.
higher on a similar efficiency. Let's talk about that.
Moses got no
Now show me the
Nigga, what
playoff
does that have
scoring
to do
numbers.
with
Let's talk
real quick,
about
Todd.
that.
They got a
Hey,
donut.
Cash, show me the
Hakeem
playoff
got
scoring
2.
numbers.
Yo, you
Todd,
want to
show
know
me
the
the
funny
playoff
thing?
scoring numbers.
Yo, you want to know the funny
Todd,
thing?
why? Tell me to show me the playoff scoring numbers right quick.
Ty, you don't speak
I
the
don't know how to
truth,
find
man.
that.
You don't speak gibberish. You don't
Oh,
speak
wait,
the
Law,
truth.
stop that. Hey, hold on.
Show me the
Wait.
playoff
Law,
scoring
stop
numbers.
that
I can't.
riding.
You
Wait,
can't.
wait,
I
wait,
can't.
hold on.
I can't.
Wait, Law, stop that riding. This man ain't watched no Moses Malone
let's
and
talk
barely
about
watched
Cash, show me the
Moses.
playoff